Alright, I hope everybody's doing okay. Just looking up at my phone, trying to check things, make sure we're alive, all that goodness. Looks like we are good. Sorry we're late, everybody. I was taking care of the kitty. Pie, my good boy, he's a floofy. So I was taking care of him. I got him a new cat condo, so I was having to put that together for him. And I gotta take care of our fuzzy pal. So I hope you guys are ready for some awesome little speed action. We've been doing some fun. Hope everyone is doing okay. Like I said, sorry we're late. Gonna check our voice chat here, make sure it's up and running. There we go. Gonna sit here and share this out to everybody. Share it out across the social medias here, make sure we get everybody's attention, or try to. Anywho, I hope you guys are doing great. We're doing some classic sports cars, apparently. So I've got a Nissan 73 GTR for this run. I hope you guys are having a great day. I haven't done anything paint-wise to it. Here we go. I've seen this before.
Keep your speed up, or potentially lose track position to your competition.
Let's do it. Let's rock. Meow. So how's everybody else's day doing today? Doing alright. I've been doing okay other than, you know, building cat condos for Moon Pie. Mainly to try to keep him out of the cupboards, and honestly the problem is I'd love to have a lot more for Moon Pie, but the problem is I live in a studio apartment, so I only have so much room, and I got a former quote-unquote roommate stuff that are still kind of here, so he's a good buddy of mine. Whoa, hello. Well, we just went off track, but hey. Corkscrew is often a pain. We're still making darn good time, though. Meow. Question is, can we get the... Oh! Oof. Good thing this is a practice round. Alright, let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can do a better run next time. Whoa, boy. There we go. Gotta keep control of the car here. I think I probably should try upgrading the handling next time we get a chance. Probably some better tires, a little bit of brakes. Maybe up the suspension a little bit. Because we pretty much done everything we can to the motor. You know, aside from swapping that out, but we don't get to swap out motors for these until car level 26, so... Come on, come on. There we go. I'm not quite liking how she's performing. But hopefully, whoa. Rewind that a little bit. Taking that turn a little too fast. Gotta slow it down just a tad. I mean, she's doing great on acceleration. It's just handling, braking, and everything else that's starting to be a wee bit of a problem here. But I hope everybody watching is having a good day. I hope you guys are doing all right. I know things are a little rough right now. All the crap going on in the world. But, you know. But today, here on Isaac and Friends, you get to have a little fun. Race some cars with me. You know, we got some fun, you know? I'm just sorry that I was a little late today. Because normally I start this around 4 o'clock, but... Whoa! We went way off track. I'm usually better at this. Why am I having a hard time today? Usually better at driving these things. Ow. Let's say, hopefully it doesn't crash. Last night it just kept crashing every time I went to go exit out of it. That would definitely up our speed quite a bit. Let's see if we can do something. Handling in just a little bit here. Not much, but it'll do. It'll work for now, anyway.
If you see a cloud of dust ahead during the race from a car that's gone off,
Let's see if we can do a little bit better this time.
That sand pulled onto the track.
They have a little more reinforcement, so we also have a stronger carburetor. We can have upping our overall speed. Oh yeah, she's definitely picking up speed pretty good now. Gotta brake her a little bit. There we go. Now we're having a slightly better time handling this big kaiju. There we go. Let's rock and roll. Awesome. Come on. There we go. Yeah. Hey, I know this car. Didn't we pass them last practice run too? Oof. Let's do this. Oh yeah, we're performing a lot better. We're pulling a lot better performance, that's for sure. Picked up a few seconds that go around. Here we go, here we go. Oh yeah, we're doing a lot nicer. Oops. Went off track a little bit. Ouch. Sorry, little Toyota. Sorry. Nice. All right, let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can prove that scoreboard wrong. Let's rock and roll. Come on, Nissan, you can do it. Woo!
Total time penalty is about half a second.
We're already racking time penalties because of collisions. Like, get out the way, get out the way. And you're gonna take a time penalty for
Total
that.
time penalty is about 1.5 seconds.
My choice was either go off track or ram into the other dude. What do you want? Oh, hello. Sorry, I was distracted with that one. Here we go. Let's rock. Come on. Sometimes I swear the game fiddles with the physics just to make it that much more difficult. By the way, before MatPat actually plans on quitting in March, he actually did a video one time talking about how we're actually being coddled by video games, whether we realize it or not. Because it seems that the games have actually been started getting programmed a while back, start recognizing when players are having trouble and removing enemy assets in games like Resident Evil 4 and the like. That is gonna be sad when Matt Pat goes. I mean, to be fair, a lot of our old school YouTubers are leaving. But I mean, you can't really blame them either. The platform has become just a mess in general, just this massive mess of problems. And it doesn't help either that practically YouTube seems to be content with borderline just encouraging people to steal content. Where you have kids who, I believe what they call them now is like green screen kids, where the green screen, well, they basically take someone else's video and then like superimpose and green screen their own face in a corner somewhere or hidden off someplace. And YouTube seems to be perfectly fine with it. I think there literally is this short about this guy complaining, like, why is YouTube Shorts so bad? Because one, it's hard to make good content in 60 seconds. Two, YouTube doesn't exactly encourage you to make good content. For Shorts, it really doesn't. And the sad part is you can't even say that YouTube's doing it for money, because as somebody who pays attention to business, like last year, I think around this time, YouTube in their first quarter had made like $9 billion. They've made in this last quarter only $6 billion. YouTube lost in the last year $3 billion in revenue. Now, to a lot of people, $3 billion sounds like it's, you know, oh, but that's still a drop in the bucket for them, right? And it's like, well, yes and no. But you got to pay attention to the fact that that's still $3 billion in revenue that they've lost. That sucks, because the reality is, for every piece of long-form content, right? For every dollar YouTube makes on long-form content, they make 10 cents on Shorts. They're not making a lot of money with Shorts. They're doing the Shorts because they want to compete with TikTok. They're doing it because they're hoping that they can get the younger crowd to not go to TikTok or X, which X is also now becoming a video platform. I've been uploading it to X. Mr. Beast has been uploading to X. Like, I'm not really that big. I'm like Mr. Nobody, but consider the following. You know? YouTube has just been basically shooting itself in its own foot the whole time. It won't address issues of stolen content. It won't address issues with the algorithm,
One more.
search
strong.
metrics. It refuses to address the fact that, and this does happen. I have buddies that do YouTube with me, all have their own channels. I've got a friend of mine who does magnet fishing. He'll get a video that gets 10,000 views and it'll get knocked down to like 200. Oh, hi. Hello. Are you happy you have your cat condo now? Meow. Good. Now I don't have to pluck firewebs out of your whiskers. I don't really ever use the cabinets, and I don't bother to. And with ADHD, you don't. If it's out of sight, out of mind, so you don't really, you know, deal with it. Like, because with ADHD, you do have a bit of a thing called issues with object permanence. if you haven't seen the person or you haven't seen it for like ages, you forget.
Well done. We finished P1.
Woo! Alright, cool. So, like I said, we probably should update like our brakes and stuff a little bit. Definitely like upgrade our tires. We can also look into upgrading our differentials as well, because that's going to help a lot. There we go. That ups pretty much a good chunk of our car's ability to function and drive. Because the drive line is what puts the torque from the motor to the tires.
The Glen is one of North America's classic motorsports venues, built in 1958 after a decade of local racing.
There we go. Woo! Gotta slow her down a little bit for this turn. It's a little tricky. There we go. Yeah, we're doing great. Woo! I knew upgrading that suspension and everything was a good idea. Plus it puts it on a lower ride, which means it has better time cornering. Heck yeah. Pardon me, coming through, sorry. Dang, she is driving amazing now. All we had to do is just put 4 on the floor and give her a little upgrade here and there. Heck yeah. Oh, crap. Braked a little too late for that one. Got a little too cocky. Huh? There we go. Let me actually go ahead. There we go. Vented it to a network of friends of mine online on X. See if anybody decides they want to hop in and say hello. Here we go. Speaking of cars, I was just actually having a conversation the other day with somebody because they were talking about. So if you don't know this, apparently if you have like an electric vehicle, Walmart will not touch it. Because of how over-engineered and everything it is. Policy is to deny service. So, if you have an electric car, they won't go near it. But it's interesting, I've kind of brought out too that, well, I do find that EVs kind of interesting. They're kind of still relatively new tech. So it's kind of understandable where companies like Walmart and others probably won't work on them, because it's like, this is tech that is kind of new. Not a whole lot of people understand it fully to be able to just, go on and jimmy rig around with it. But it's also part of the reason why we're also seeing some of these EVs that are bursting into flame and other stuff. I would be interested in an electric vehicle, but it's going to take some. I'm going to basically sit back a bit about it and be like, okay, if I wanted to get a car, I'm probably going to get a gas burner because gas burning vehicles have been around for about 100 years. We know how to work on those. We know how those work. And we've made some pretty efficient ones, especially Japanese makes and models, like Japanese cars like the Nissan here. They're pretty fast and they get really good gas mileage. Like some of these Japanese cars can get up to 30 some miles to the gallon, no problem, and still zip around like the 400, 500, 600 mile horsepower cars that we have. Even more ironic is that the Japanese motors can still get their amazing gas mileage and have all of that horsepower that American gas cars seem to have just absolute terrible gas mileage. But that's also, interestingly enough, so apparently one of the reasons why the Japanese don't really like American or European cars is they're loud, they're noisy, they're over big for their streets, and their mileage sucks. Plus, early on when they were trying to import American and European vehicles, the cars they would import from Ford and all these other companies fell apart too easy. So the Japanese pretty much got to the idea that Europeans and Americans make crappy cars. Which is interesting, which is kind of why, honestly, it's true if we're being truthful. Like, Japanese made cars, those things are tanks. You can put them through hell and the car will still work somehow. I actually know this a little bit from personal experience. I had a Nissan Stanza station wagon that, let me put it this thing was a box on wheels. The interior was all but rotted out because the sunroof is leaking, the body kind of not the best shape in the world. To be fair, I picked it up at a automotive shop for like cheap. It was one of those things where the person brought it in to get fixed, but decided they didn't want to pay to have it fixed. So in America, it's actually common practice and it's actually legal where if you take your car to the shop and then don't pay for it, that after a certain time period, the shop can take ownership of the car. You recoup to cover costs and everything like that. So it's actually, if you're looking for a cheap car, it's actually not a bad idea to just hit up like an automotive repair shop. Because a lot of times what they might have is somebody's like old car they brought in to get fixed. They did the work and then the person is like, well, I don't want to pay that. So they're like, well, okay. We'll hold it for you until if you change your mind, and then the person never shows back up. So they're like, okay, well, it's ours now. And they usually will sell it to you for fairly cheap. You know, normally just a little bit over what they did for parts and labor in it, pretty much. Now, keep in mind, though, that these are kind of cars that if the person couldn't afford to, you know, fix it and decided to leave it, it's probably not going to have the greatest interior. Probably going to have a few issues there. But this thing, when I got it, had already like over 130,000 plus miles on it. This car had been ridden hard and put away rough. And to be honest, I didn't start having problems with it until I'd owned it for like 2 or 3 years and put on probably another 30,000 miles on this thing. By the time I had actually gone and gotten rid of it, I think it had like over 180,000 miles, something like that. Granted, we did have to pay to get a fix a head gasket. I did have to, but after the head gasket, to be fair, the motor just kept going no matter what. And the only problems I had with that car was stuff that wasn't the motor. Fuel pump, which was external. Had to replace that a couple of times. Because the problem with external fuel pumps is they're exposed to any kind of water or any kind of atmosphere that you're living in. So after a while, they can actually kind of muck with the wires. So, again, my problems with the car was not a mechanical issue. It was something to do with wiring. It would keep trying to die on us a little time, but that was mostly because the air intake just kept coming loose. Because the clamp was like so old that it finally just gave up trying to hold on to the hose. So we had to replace that. Replace the alternator because the alternator itself had been in there for like 150 some miles. It's funny that me and the Lich, we used to call that our little chitty chitty bang bang. We had some interesting plans for this car. Like, we were gonna turn it, we were gonna literally turn it into the magical car from our old kids movies we used to watch, like the old racing car. We were literally sitting there talking about making it fly, making it float. There was a time that I thought about doing webcomics where it was just me showing what it was like to be a pizza delivery guy. And the Nissan was going to be like its own little character. Like this really old Japanese style man just going, "Oh no, we're in redneck town." Just in the middle of nowhere. Because I have delivered pizza to places like that in this town, especially just out in the middle of nowhere, dirt road, trees everywhere. Just having the car go like, "Where did you take me, white man?" I hear banjos. That's not good. And so, why do I hear banjos? That kind of thing. That's probably going to be the most bang for a buck there.
You'll be using many of the Hockenheimring's blue and white curbs on turn entries.
All right, let's do this.
Exits, but avoid hitting the red sausage curve.
Oh, now we turned it into an RC car. Here we go. Let's see what we can do here. I may have to do some pre-play races just to see if I can level this car up to the snuff here. Whoa. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Picked up a few seconds there. Those hairpin turns can be a pain in the butt. Here we go. Come on, girl, come on. on, come on. Yeah, definitely gonna want to go back and see if we can fix her up a little bit more. Gotta be more we can do to this thing. A little bit more power. There we go, that should help a little bit. If we can up the ante on this thing just a tad. Not close to max yet, but hey.
Near the end of your lap here at the Hockenheimring National Circuit, the hairpin in front of the
Let's see if we can do a little better on our practice run here.
That one faster than you think.
There we go. He's handling a lot better though. Come on, baby, come on. Come on. There we go. Here we go. Looks like the car's handling a lot better yet. Now that she's not as bad. There we go. Handling better, doing better. Get more speed, then that's all good. Yeah, I'm actually kind of finding that getting a number of the better race cars seem to be almost foreign. Seem to be like Japanese cars to some extent in this game a little bit. Like there's some really good like American or European cars like in Germany and stuff, but a lot of the really good racing cars seem to be Japanese. This is a game, so I can't say that that would equate to real life. I guess if you customize them, probably is, because they're usually predominantly lighter than American or European builds. So if you end up putting something a bit bigger than what's normal in the frame, I'm pretty sure that your grandma's Nissan probably might actually be able to outpace a lot of different cars. Oh man, why do I feel so tired today? I'm already on medium difficulty. I don't want to do hard. The game's like, you're beating all of these avatars. Try something harder. No! Let's go, girl, and see what you got. There we go. Giant pack of cars that we're gonna have to try and see if we can get past here eventually. The best brakes in the world, smashing into someone else's car. No, I don't recommend that. Here we go. Let's do this. Hang on, I was hitting the brakes right when it said it was safe for me to, a good idea for me to do so. And then it's like, still trying to throw me into the walls here.
Penalty is about half a second.
Come on. Wow, it really is trying to throw me off the track as much as possible. Maybe it's just I am failing horribly at physics here, but... There we go.
more.
Alright, let's do this. Come on. Well, why is it even when I slow down right when I'm supposed to, keeps still trying to throw me out of the wall over there? Again, I slow down. It says I should be able to make that turn. It throws me off the track. I think the navigational thing is broken. Come on, come on. Why is it that every single time it feels like it's giving them warp drives, and then if I don't slow down, it starts throwing me off the freaking track?
Total time penalty is about 1.5 seconds.
In that case, I don't feel bad. It feels like the game is just absolutely doing everything it can at this point just to say, no, you must obey my commands. I'm like, no, I don't think I will. Again, it keeps throwing me off. This is the wild blue yonder.
Total time penalty is about 1.5 seconds. Last lap. Let's go.
Now that I'm threatening first place, it's doing it even worse. There we go. Come on, there we go. Here we go. And we just now got first place. Hell yeah.
Good run out there. We finished P1.
Finished P1 despite the game's best efforts. Give ourselves a nice turbo there, I guess. Weight reduction, turbo. It'd make this quite the competitive little car. We'll see.
The Virginia International Raceway Full Circuit has 18 official turns, but some have more than one part, so be prepared.
At least 23 directional changes? Yes, thank you for letting me know. Let's do this. we have almost near maximum weight reduction, we can actually brake faster, we can actually accelerate quicker. That's why reducing weight on cars is so important, especially when you're doing racing. Since this is one of those Japanese cars that already don't have a whole lot of weight, reducing its weight like we have should have some interesting effects. There we go. Wow, they really were trying to run us off track. Come on, there we go. Let's see if we can upgrade some more with what we got. Maximum weight reduction. Heck yeah, that'll do.
The Virginia International Raceway is one of
That'll actually set up our car to be able to handle a lot better, move a lot faster.
On a track inside the full circuit.
Because now our car has nowhere near the same amount of weight to have to brake or anything like that. Reducing the weight's a good way to up the car's ability. Here we go. Let's do it. Right. Here we go. Got this. All right. looks like we're almost car level 26. Before long, we might be able to actually swap out motors. But I think we won't need to do that. Yeah. Oh, the cat. Meow. Oh, hi. Hello, Moon Pie. Meow. Hello, Fluffy One. Hello. Hi. Meow. 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 Okay, we pause game to pet kitty. Hello. Hello, Floofer. Aw. Are you happy now? Aw. You happy Daddy bought you a new cat house? Yeah. Oh, he must be. He's purring. Hello. Hello. Yes, hello, sweetie. We interrupt racing for Cat Dad. No. Oh. Hey, Bubba. Look, everybody, it's your favorite kitty. Moon Pie. Come here. Come here. Come. Shoulder sit for Daddy. There you go. There you go. Meow. There we go. Yeah. He gets the shoulder sit. Hello, kitty. Yes, hello. Meow. Aw, hello, sweetheart. Meow. That's the car that swerves around because there is a cat. A cat. Who let the cat in the car? Who let the kitty in the car? Who let the kitty cat in the car? Meow. Meow. Hello. Meow. Meow. The Floof Master, huh? Are we the Floof Master? Are you the Floof Master? I think you were. Moon Pie is now cleaning himself, going meow meow. Ah, oof. There you go, buddy. Alright. Ace car is off the track. Let's go. Bye. This is the number one thing I don't like. You get the whole crowd to just get me. Like, oh my god. Well, no, you are not throwing me into the dirt game. I refuse to go to the dirt. Coming through. Come on, Nissan. Plus, there's also a good reason why high acceleration but not a high speed score necessarily is actually somewhat better sometimes. Because it's not always how fast you can go at your top speed, it's how quickly you can get there that it matters. Because your top speed might be 200 plus miles an hour, but if it takes you 3 hours to get there, it's not going to work very well. Excuse me, coming through. Let's do this. Here we go. Come on. Let's rock. Come on. Oh crap. Well, we probably got a penalty for that. Oh no, no penalty. Okay. Dude, come on.
Final lap. You got this.
Do this. Oh, come on. Yeah. Nope, nope, nope. Come on. There we go. Heck yeah.
Well done.
Woo! Uh-oh, explore exotic.
The term supercar was coined for the rarest automotive species, prestigious exotics, built in limited production runs by manufacturers with legendary racing pedigrees. Their sole purpose was to realize the pinnacle of extreme speed. Now, they're about to be built into something even more for
Haha. All right, let's see what we got here. Of course, everybody would probably like, get the Lamborghini. Nah, I'll go for the Lotus. After all, why go for with the obvious choice that everybody wants you to?
To get to and from the infield portion of the Daytona International Speedway sports car circuit, drivers must be cautious transitioning off and on to the banked trioval.
Let's rock. Whoa. Surprised they didn't give us a Ferrari option.
Hello.
Hello. Hi there. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the segment.
Said.
There we go. It's interesting driving this. Funny thing is, I think Daytona, which is in Florida, which is like southern Florida. Which I believe NASCAR also uses this track. This doesn't go left turn. No. Jeff Dunham, never shall you die in comedic world. Although, to be fair, you can't give him too much hassle. They did put a NASCAR in Le Mans recently. Yes, they made a NASCAR capable of doing more than one-sided turns. They made a NASCAR that can turn right. Oh, the world will crumble. Just kidding. Hello. Okay, let's try that again. I thought I was doing better than that, but okay. Then again, I am kind of running low on gas and people fuel. Should probably thinking about getting me something to eat here in a minute. Tired and hungry is not a good combination when you're driving vehicles, either virtual or real. Oops. Sorry. Sorry. Goodness gracious. Actually, I can just imagine the insurance premium on something like this. Good lords, the insurance costs would have to be incredibly high. But then again, you're not buying one of these cars unless you have like a couple $100 grand. I mean, don't get me wrong, if I had the money, I probably would buy at least one just for the sake of, hey, look at my shiny toy. But in truth, if I was going to do something like a motorsport car or any kind of like fast car, I'd get something relatively cheap and then just customize the hell out of it. I mean, that's kind of the bare bones basics of hot rod culture and the like, is getting something that starts out essentially as grandma and then you beef it to top tier level. That's what they did. Then, of course, later on, you'd get things like the supercar, which is supposed to be like the car that puts everything to the limit. Or at least that's the general idea of a supercar anyway. But yeah, it is almost 7 o'clock, so I'm gonna end the practice note here, guys, and I'm gonna go see if I can either get me something to eat or have something DoorDash or who knows what. And I'll see you guys either in the next video or the next live stream. I'm going to be trying to get back to making videos. I took about a week off because I was starting to get burnt out a little bit. But it happens on this platform, unfortunately. But I'll see you guys later on, and I hope to see you in the next round. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below.